Hello, YouTube. And what a minute. We gone live?
No idea.
Have we gone live? Sorry, I know what it is. I forgot to do something.
I'll go and have a look.
Nah, nothing.
Let's go to YouTube.
Okay.
Nah, you're not live, Gary.
Yes, we are. We
There's
are
only
live. We are
32
live. We
ways
are
of-
live, lads. We are live. I can see us on the screen. It's because
yeah.
I forgot to do my usual. I know what it is. I forgot to do my usual setup. I apologise, everyone. Let's start again, shall we? Hello, YouTube, and welcome
Shambles.
to the FPL lock-in, where we react every Saturday, usually in a slightly more prepared way than this, to what's happened in FPL on Saturday. Lads, I'll come to you both. An instant reaction. My day started off absolutely horribly because, as I've put in the video title, I sold Enzo for, what did he get in the end? 11 points. And then Bournemouth conceded after 10 minutes. And I almost just, I did. I stopped paying attention to the football for the rest of the game, for most of the rest of the day. But it's actually turned out to be all right. Trig, how are you feeling, mate? How are you getting on?
Yeah, okay, I guess. But the Thiago missing his penalty was a bit annoying, I must admit. I started off doing well, and it's getting worse and worse. Sanchez has just lost his 2 bonus points. So, yeah, but it's a green arrow so far.
Yeah. Yeah, it's certainly not going as bad as it could have been. And Darius, how are you doing, my friend?
Good, very good.
The
The calls this week have been spot on. Liverpool are fucking shite, and they were fucking shite.
No, that was...
Virgil owners, put a poll in the chat, Gary. I want to know how many idiots bought Virgil van Dijk in this week, expecting returns.
Would you like the poll to be? Who bought Virgil van Dijk in, yeah?
Yeah. Trig sitting there going, I've been waiting for this week. And then he watched that performance and goes, I should have sold him. Should have sold the bastard Liverpool shit.
I captained him in challenge. He got me 18 points. He got
he
points
passed
for
the ball
90% pass completion.
What was the challenge this week, Greg?
I had him as well, Trig. I had him as well.
You got 6 extra points for anybody who made 90% pass completions.
And then the normal points as well.
Yeah. So I captained him. Most of his points were from 6 of them were from the pass completions.
Okay, cool. So what we'll do is we'll go through the games. Then we'll have a look at our teams, how we're getting on so far, and we'll have a look at the other lads' teams, Nightmare, etc. as well, and probably have a quick look at what's going on tomorrow. Although there's only 3 games left now, isn't there? 2 tomorrow and 1 Monday, so I guess there's still some players to go, isn't there? I mean, Man United are the big one, aren't they, Darius, with your captain Fernandes.
Me and Nightmare are sitting pretty, Gary. We are waiting for Monday Night Football, and it's going to, realistically, it's probably going to be a big fat green arrow on Monday night.
Well, I'm looking forward to it because although I got rid of Enzo, I did get in Burmo, so I've got Fernandes and Burmo, so I'm looking forward to it. But before we do that, say a quick hello to people in the chat. Hi to Homegrown, Ricky, Alan, Jemima. Bentley's outscored my team so far. Unlucky Jemima. Dan, Hippie, Kanji, Proj, Mr. Palixors, Podner, mate, Ua, Claire, Blue Mind is his name is coming up on here. Which is Swinjoy, Dave, Amazing. Ekradan, called his 2 names, Michael, Kevy, and so on and so forth. Sorry if I missed your name. Shagir, hello Shagir. All right, so we'll start by going through the games. Trig, did you watch the Chelsea game? I'm assuming you did. Do you want to talk us through this one as our Chelsea fan? Well, actually, let me read through the things and I'll pass it over to you. So Neto and Enzo scored the goals. Gittins and Gui. Have we figured out how to say it? Is it Gui or Guayu or whatever his name is? And then bonus points to Enzo got 3, Tossin with 2, Neto with 1, and defensive contributions, Esteve, Florentino, if he's a defender, yeah, if he's a defender, Andre Santos and Tosin. Yeah, what did you think of this one, Trig?
Well, interesting game. Burnley were pretty good in the first half an hour. They were a better team. Chelsea, after half an hour, were on a XG of 0.04, I think. They were very, very poor in the first half an hour. But then they got a breakaway goal with Pedro Neto, Gittins combining. And after that, Burnley just didn't know what to do, really. And it was pretty comfortable for Chelsea. My team sheet never felt like it was in danger.
You might have gone a little bit fuzzy again, like it did the other night, Nick.
I thought Sanchez had 8 points, but they've taken away 10 points. So he's on 6. Enzo finally got some returns. And to be honest, they're pretty fortunate because it was the 88th minute. I don't think any of us expected him to be on the field after 88 minutes with Barcelona in a couple of days' time. So probably the time for them to sell him now, but at least they got 11 points out of him, didn't they?
I mean, my thinking, because
well,
I went, obviously in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have done this, but I went, I mean, you know, I'll get on to talk to my team in a while, but I basically went in Burmo to Enzo and Gabriel to Anderson. Obviously, Gabriel to Anderson's worked out fine, but my sort of feeling was, if you're going to get in Burmo, I wanted to get him in now, because otherwise, if I left it to next week, be like, what would be the point? Do you know what I mean? So that's sort of why I went early. But obviously, I've potentially been punished for it. But any thoughts on this one, Darius?
This was a weird game of football. I actually felt like Burnley were exceptionally unlucky to be 1-0 behind at half-time. Like, they were so unlucky to be behind. Chelsea created nothing. They created nothing throughout most of the second half, and then they scored a second goal. It was a really weird game of football. I don't feel like Chelsea deserved to win 2-0. Did you watch all the game, Trig?
Yeah, I watched it all.
What did you think? Like, as a Chelsea fan, like, I was not impressed at all. And what was Maresca doing with those subs?
It was very, they were very lackadaisical in the first half, weren't they? But then again, they've got that quality from the wings that hurts teams. So, you know, and Burnley didn't create much themselves, really. I mean, they were good in the first half an hour, but after that, they didn't really do much. I mean, it's a difficult week for Chelsea. We got Barcelona and Arsenal coming up. So that's great just to get a 2-0 win away from home with City and Liverpool both losing.
Why do you think he played Reece James for 45 minutes?
Because they got Barcelona in midweek, I guess.
But why start him?
Well, because it was a difficult match. But once we got 1-0 up, he probably thought he could take him off. Burnley at home aren't bad, though.
Yeah, I agree.
They nearly beat you lot, didn't they?
Nah.
Or did they beat you?
3-2.
No, we won 3-2. 3-2.
3-2.
Bruno penalty, baby.
Saved you.
So let's have a look at the 3 o'clock game. So yeah, this really was not a good start for me. And then it was my misery on top of selling Enzo was then compounded when West Ham scored in the first 10 minutes or so against Bournemouth. So for this one, 2-2, obviously Bournemouth, West Ham. Goals for Tavernier and Yanal for Bournemouth. Assist for Senesi, at least getting something, and Evan Nilsson. West Ham, 2 goals for Wilson. Assist for Areola. Didn't notice that. And Todibu. Is that what you say that? Bonus points. Wilson, 3. Areola, 2. Yanal, 1. And defensive contributions for Cook. Look at that. Croupier Jr. almost getting there. On 11. That's strange, isn't it? Fernandez.
Bowen got it. Bowen first forward to get it.
Oh, Bowen, yeah, look at that. Igor Bowen in the same match. Kilman, Dior, Todibu, however you say it, and Wham. It's like a lot of bloody defensive contributions in this match. Darius, what you watched this one, mate? What give us a summary of what happened here.
I feel like this was one of them games like West Ham. If you look at the actual match stats of this game, how West Ham have actually come away with a draw is a bit mind-boggling. How they got a 2-0 lead is a bit interesting as well. They had no XG. Bournemouth were actually winning the XG in the first half quite comfortably. They actually doubled West Ham's XG, but West Ham were 2-0 up. Petrovic just made a mare of saves. That's pretty much why West Ham scored twice. Like the first goal, he should have stopped, but it was like watching Andre Onana in goal. It was like the clown had rolled up in his clown suit and dived and just palmed it into his net. I feel like West Ham can consider themselves quite lucky that Bournemouth were missing a few players and Petrovic was in a giving mood. I feel like West Ham stole a point.
And of course, Semenyo not even in the squad. Do you reckon it could be more to it, or do you reckon he'll be back?
Well, apparently he had a fever, nothing to do with his ankle. He had a fever yesterday. But I reckon he's packing a sad because he wants to go to Liverpool or somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
So he's, apparently he had a fever, which is a bit strange, isn't it? Sounds all a bit odd.
Yeah.
Why would you want to go to Liverpool?
Hey?
Why would you want to go to Liverpool?
To make them better, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Trig, do you reckon we can read that much into this? Because Bournemouth, they've got some all right fixtures now, but they've not really been doing it for a while now, have they? Particularly defensively. I mean, me and Darius both got double defence.
They have been terrible, absolutely terrible for like a month now, and the statistics bear it out. They're really at the bottom, XG conceding wise, and it's only Senesi's DEFCONs that keep him going. I mean, he got an assist today, didn't he? He didn't actually get DEFCONs, but no, defensively they're shocking, especially away from home. And if they're conceding 2 at home to West Ham, I mean, that's an even worse sign, isn't it? So the fixtures aren't that great. I mean, they've got a couple more good ones, and then it gets worse, I think.
Yeah.
Senesi's he's going to start leaving teams, I think, at this rate. I guess he's ticking along, though, isn't he?
Yeah. Well,
I'm thinking of selling him.
Who's who, man?
Well, I was looking at my team today. I was like going, if I keep Chalobah, I could sell Senesi for Mateus Nunes and bring in Shard for Semenyo. I feel like Bournemouth have really gone off the boil. I feel like what Trig basically just said. They've looked bang average. And they looked average again today, I thought.
It's not a good sign getting rid of Semenyo, is it? It just shows that they're a selling club with no ambition. And I think that's going to transfer over to the players. And they're going to not have a great season, I think, Bournemouth. They started the season well.
Yeah, to be fair to them, they have, considering the number of players they lost in the summer, they've done pretty well at the start of the season, haven't they? But
yeah, they started well, but now it's not looking good now, is it?
No, yeah. I mean, I'm filled up on them. Guess I'm all right with a goalkeeper because there's probably not many better 4.5s, but Senesi and Semenyo I think maybe have to be dealt with sooner rather than later. Okay, so this is the one that I'm looking forward to most. My man Minter, my star of my wild card and my differential in our new differentials. What are we calling it? PubCast differential.
You mean the one I picked for you because you didn't want to pick one?
Well, good pick. But he's in my squad as well. So right 2-1, and this was a very lively match, wasn't it? So Hinchelwood and
Doesn't count. Mintea is actually over 5% ownership, so your pick goes to 0.
He was picked. Not before he was picked. Hinchelwood and Welbeck.
For the deadline, he was over 5%. Doesn't count.
Minter with 2 assists. We'll talk about the rules afterwards, I think, Darius. Thiago with a goal, but of course also missed penalty. Utara with the assist, and then bonus points. Minter 3, Welbeck 2, Hinchelwood 1, and then defensive contributions to Arai, Weither, Van der Berg, the one you were going on about all week. Darius, and that's it. Yeah, I mean, lads, give us a. I've sort of said how I felt as a Minter, who's been the star of my wild card. Under 5%, just over 5%. I think this is the 5th assist he's got for me in 3 weeks. But just talk me through it as a Thiago owners. How this one, Nick? Maybe you could start. Your golden goat.
Well, I wasn't expecting any points this week, but only got his penalty, didn't he? Scored a penalty. So he was on maximum bonus and everything. But then Brighton scored. Welbeck, I think, scored, didn't he? And so he lost his bonus. And in the last minute, he had another penalty, which was a pretty tame effort. So he ended up on 4 points. So it's kind of all afternoon, I've been getting less and less points as the games have gone on. And it would have been 13 points probably if he'd scored that second penalty. Instead, it's only 4. So that's FPL, though, isn't it? It's a game of fine margins. Yeah. And this thing happens every week. It was all these Semenyo owners last week, wasn't it?
It was the Burnley fixture next week. That's the prime one, isn't it? I guess. Yeah, I mean, you went through it, Darius, because didn't you bench him, and then I guess you're getting him off the bench for Semenyo, is that right?
Yeah, so obviously I took the -4, and the -4 is actually paying itself off quite well, because when you think about the players I bought in at one point it looked like it was going to be biblical. It looked like Thiago was going to come off the bench with 13 points. I had Munoz with 14, and the third one was obviously Van den Berg. FYI, did I not call all week that Van den Berg would get the same amount of points as Virgil van Dijk for 1.5 million less? And what happened? He did. But regardless, I'll just let the chat think about that. The chat knows what I think about Liverpool from my stream earlier. But Thiago's second penalty, I feel like that's why most players don't take a second penalty in the game. And I've been there myself. And like when you take the second penalty, you're like going, normally you'd go with your normal routine. But because you've already taken one, you're concerned that the keeper will know where you're going to go. And I feel like that's what happened with Thiago for the second one, which was disappointing because it could have been 13 points instead of 4.
What did he do? Did he put it in the opposite corner or something?
It was just a poor penalty.
It's a poor penalty. Fair enough.
Barely hit it. Barely hit it with power, and it was pretty much down the middle.
Yeah, but still both think he's a great pick. I'm assuming going nowhere. Trig, you reckon everyone's going to be getting him in this week, do you?
He's very good at penalties normally, so he's not in any danger of losing them. And, well, I think a lot of people are playing a free hit, aren't they? Partly because they don't own him. So, but I wouldn't want to play a free hit now, I think, because the Liverpool assets are a complete mess. So who are you going to go to on your free hit? You're going to get the City players, but then you're not going to have the Liverpool supporting cast. So who knows who to pick from that lot?
I think we'll get onto it. I mean, I've gone off the idea of free hitting next week, and I think, as you say, a lot of people will. But the Fulham Sunderland, not too many relevant FPL players here, but Jimenez with the goal, Chukwueze with the assist, 1-0 to Fulham, by the way. One player very relevant, Darius's favourite, Joachim Anderson, who I bought in for Gabriel. He is on 2 bonus, Bassi with 3, Jimenez with 1, and then contributions for Anderson and Mukulele. I suppose a fair few have got Mukulele as well, haven't they? So I guess that's relevant. Any thoughts on this one, Zad? Trig, I know you were saying in our chat you were a bit annoyed because you predicted this Anderson haul, didn't you?
I can't believe you were laughing the other day because Review had suggested to you that you bring in Anderson and you found it very funny, and yet you did go and bring him in.
Yeah, because I wanted to get rid of Enzo, but then, I mean, ironically, the bit that I was laughing at has worked out, and the bit that I really wanted to do is probably not going to work out unless Mbermo gets like 12 or 13 points on Monday.
Is that the only reason you got Anderson, so you could get Bimo, I suppose, wouldn't it? Otherwise, you would have gone Virgil van Dijk, couldn't you?
Yeah, I couldn't afford. I only had 0.2 in the bank, so I mean, I know I will regret going for Enzo this week probably, but he would have gone next week, 100%.
Yeah, you've done well getting rid of him, I think. Boomer would probably outscore him anyway.
Yeah. So, Darius, do you want to officially apologise about constantly slagging off Anderson all season?
I actually had to check this because I wanted to come in with some accurate facts. That Fulham-Sunderland game, Fulham actually created 2.08 XG and Sunderland created 0.17. So I feel like Fulham dominated this game, 24 shots to 4. I'm actually a little bit shocked that Anderson's actually got DC points based off these stats, and he's actually in the bonus, and Bassey's also in the bonus, because it must be just because of the fact that Fulham were kind of wasteful. But
he seems to get DC almost every week.
Hands down if you brought him in and played him and didn't get lucky with the first sub, because I actually think that Sunderland just had an off game. Like, this was not a Sunderland performance I would have predicted. I thought they'd account for them pretty easily.
Yeah.
A lot of people are going to get Anderson off a bench for Semenyo.
The thing is, he's got two very... I was looking at my, spreadsheet earlier on, and I think he's got Tottenham and Man City in the next two. Something like that.
Looking at review.
His next three are rubbish, I think.
Exactly, yeah. So it was sort of this week, and I'm probably going to have to bring someone to cover him the next couple of weeks. Right, let's move on.
He does get the defensive contribution points, though, doesn't he? So...
Yeah, but
3 points. Virgil gets the same for 1.5 million more if you want, Trig.
Well, that's what you predicted this week, and he didn't get it. He got more than 3 points this week, didn't he, Darius? The big upset of the day, obviously, is. I mean, I did not see this one coming. Liverpool 0, Forest 3.
I did
3-0.
I called a Nottingham Forest win. I didn't think it'd be 3-0.
Well, that's
but
what
I called a win.
That's what I mean. So Morello, Gibbs-White, and Savona with the goals, Williams, Anderson, and Hutchinson with the assists. Bonus points: Murillo, Neco Williams. Murillo 3, Neco Williams 2, Anderson 1, and defensive contributions for Virgil, Murillo, Neco Williams, Anderson, Milenkovic. So, yeah, I mean, Craig, should we have been shocked by this one? Was this a result waiting to happen with Forest, under Dyche?
Well, I watched all of this game, and you have to say Forest did deserve it. And if you cast your mind back to game week 1, we all had Murillo, and we all had Anderson.
We did, didn't we? Yeah.
And today, this is a Nottingham Forest we thought we were going to get when the season started. And maybe they are back. Maybe this is Forest of last season is now back again. And we should maybe be considering Murillo, because look at his defensive contributions. We thought he was going to be king of the defensive contributions this season. Anderson, very good. Liverpool, though, absolutely shocking. Awful. Absolutely awful team. And Gakpo had a few chances in the first half, but he was rubbish in the second half. Salah's still not great. He looked lively for a while. Szoboszlai, I mean, all the hype about Szoboszlai, I think he showed today he's probably not a proper FPL pick. And maybe we're best not go into Szoboszlai. I mean, you're probably going to get the occasional assist in that, but Liverpool look in trouble. And I think Slot could be in trouble as well, because to spend all that money that they spent and to be so rubbish, I mean, they can't just keep blaming the likes of Isaac, because, Slot's got to take some of the blame, I think, for what's going on there. And absolutely shocking. Kirk's rubbish. And the defender, what's his face? What's his name?
Who?
Van Dijk's partner. Konate got hooked after about 50 odd minutes. That's how bad he was. And they decided they'd rather play with Ekiteke than bother having a second defender. That's how bad. That's how bad he was. And 3-0 at Anfield. I mean, that's unheard of, isn't it?
Mm.
I mean, Klopp will be coming back at this rate.
The thing is, though, Craig,
because they need sorting out.
They're a very patient club. I can't see him getting rid of Slot until the end of the season. Even, if they go out the Champions League. They're just not that sort of club, I don't think.
Yeah, they haven't done that in the past, have they?
No.
It's a long time since they had a dud manager, though, isn't it? I guess they did win the league with him last season, so.
I think we'll get to
something's
the end of the
not
season.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, something's not right with them.
Darius, is it any players? Obviously, they've got this decent fixture on coming up now. Any players you would go for in this squad at all?
If you're asking my honest opinion, if you are buying a Liverpool asset, you're about as dumb as me taking on Haaland. Like, they are crap. They are legitimately. I actually was very confident that Nottingham Forest were going to win. I didn't think they were going to win 3-0, and they should have won by more. Like, Nottingham Forest had a perfectly good goal ruled out that probably should have made it 4-0. I feel like what's happening is Liverpool spent £446 million on idiots that don't fit what Liverpool are about, well, what they were about under Jurgen Klopp. They brought Kirkes in. I don't know what happened to him between moving from Bournemouth to Liverpool, but he does not look like a player that even should be playing in the Premier League at the moment. And when I saw him starting, I was like going, the Nottingham Forest prediction looks pretty good here, because when Kirkes starts, Liverpool ship goals like a leaky ship, and that's exactly what happened here. And then Kanji was poor yet again. Virgil van Dijk's aura, if it ever existed, which I don't think it actually did, is in the bin. Did not look likely and was just pretty much crap throughout the entire game. And then Szoboszlai, that everyone kept raving on about, and I said, that's just a crap pick. Why would you pick him when you can pick Rice for literally the same amount of money? He literally drifted from midfield to right back the entire game, got to 10 DC, which was not enough to get the 2 DC points, never looked likely of doing anything else except running around like a headless chook without his head. I mean, that kind of summed up the Liverpool performance. They were shit, and I think Liverpool are going to struggle to finish in the top 4. And those fixtures that everyone keeps banging on about, as I said, have we learned anything this season? This season, it's about form. The fixtures for West Ham, for Nottingham Forest at the start of the season, for Aston Villa, as we saw at the start of the year, the fixtures look good, but unless you're in form, the fixtures might as well be Arsenal, Man United, whatever. Nottingham Forest look like prime Man City 3 years ago tonight at Anfield. That's how bad Liverpool were. I can't describe it any better than that.
Yeah. I think Anderson of Forest is a better asset than Szoboszlai.
And he's so good.
Like
he's
a million
so good.
cheaper. He is good. And he's $1 million cheaper. And he's suddenly started, well, he got an assist, didn't he, today? So we thought he might before the season started, but it took him a long time to get any attacking returns.
He got one early in the season, Trig. When I had him.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, it was just an assist, but yeah, he did get one.
He's such a good player. And I guess he got DCs again, did he? What's the DCs?
I think he did. I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's better than Szoboszlai. Did Szoboszlai get them?
No, he's a fraud. A fraud in sheep's painting, 6.6 million. You can pay 6 million for Virgil van Dijk, and you're going to get piss all points.
Yeah,
well, at least you get defensive contributions from Van Dijk, and a clean sheet if they get one. Szoboszlai, you don't.
Anderson does the same thing, Trig, for 1.5 million.
I think Anderson's better. Look at that, 16 DCs from Anderson. 19 from Murillo. So Murillo's back.
He is.
So
Forrester back, I reckon.
How many points did Murillo get? He must have got an awful lot of points.
Goal 6, clean
17.
10. Wow. Yeah. I mean, he was, what was it, Trig? Was he the top defender last year? If they had.
Yeah.
I think he was one.
That's right.
We looked at it in pre-season, didn't we?
The most heavily owned at the start of this season as well. But I reckon even if you owned him, you wouldn't have started him today, would you? He'd have probably been sat on your bench because we all had really good defenders this week. So even if we owned Murillo, there's no way we would have played him.
Yeah.
I would have.
You would not.
Over Virgil van Dijk all day long. Virgil's so crap. Liverpool is so crap. You guys have not woken up yet.
Something's still a crap. I don't know what it might be, but let's move on to Wolves Palace. So Palace 2-0. I mean, I've got to say I was fortunate because I got Richards off my bench for Senesi for 6 points here. So
You're not that fortunate 'cause he's done his hamstringing.
oh, is he?
Yeah, you've got a problem there now.
To be fair, he was my transfer out probably next week or a week off because I didn't trust him to start in the midweek game week 14 anyway. And, okay, so Munoz and Jeremy with the goals. Lacroix and Warburton with the assists. Bonus points, 2 to Munoz. Sorry, 3 to Munoz, 1 to Lacroix, 1 to Jeremy, and then defensive contribution.
Two to Lacroix.
Sorry, 2 to Lacroix, 1 to Jeremy. Defensive contributions to Andre Gomez, Agbadu, Totti, is he? Totti and Tula, I'm not sure if they're midfielders or defenders, but if they're defenders, they would have got them. And then Warburton, Lacroix. That's it. So, I mean, I believe, gentlemen, we've got one Munoz owner in Darius and one Lacroix owner in Trig. Is that right? Both
I was gutted when Munoz scored. Gutted when he scored, but then I saw that Lacroix got the assist, and he only ended up with 1 point less than Munoz because of the defensive contributions and
yellow card,
whatever.
Well, Munoz got a yellow card. Oh, yeah.
Everyone was saying Lacroix was the worst Palace asset the other week. I still reckon he's golden. Absolute.
I agree. I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
I'd get him in when I was looking last night. He would be my Richards replacement because he starts during the week, but he's like I'm about 2.2 million away from getting to him. I mean, yeah, Crystal Palace. Sorry, Darius?
So was Richards. Richards came off really early, but he's still got 9 defensive contributions. So you're a bit unlucky there.
Yeah. Your internet was going there a bit, Darius. You got the circle of dread. I'm not sure if you're back. But Craig, I'll say this to you. Obviously the defence looks good. The Teta, I mean, I'm an owner. Do you think I need to start worrying?
Yeah. But, I mean, he always looks good on XG, but he's rubbish at finishing. I mean, how he missed that chance today is absolutely ridiculous. And their fixture overload they've got, I mean, he came off on exactly 60 minutes, so you didn't only get 1 point for him. And with the fixture run they've got, he's going to only be playing 60 minutes every week. He had that one game where he got a hat-trick. Other than that, he's pretty underwhelming. As for that prick Sarr, I knew when I bought Sarr, I'd never get points with Sarr. He only gets points when he's on my bench or wherever, like last season. Blanked again. You know, I was tossing up like you between Minter and Sarr, and I went Sarr instead of Minter. And the swing between those two has been ridiculous.
Just apologise. I think my internet was struggling there a bit if the stream lagged for a minute.
Wasn't me.
You planning to keep Mateta, Darius?
It's a weird thing with the forward line. Like, there's not, like, who am I selling him to? There's it might be Welbeck. Like, Welbeck's actually, like, when I look at it now, it might be Haaland, Welbeck, Thiago could actually end up being the best 3 forwards. Because, like, Mateta, like, he was clean through today. I was like, here we go, 1-0, Mateta goal, let's go. Yeah. I mean, that was a bad miss. That was a horrible miss. Like, it was just, yeah. It was frustrating. Like, as a Mateta owner, I was expecting returns from both Sarr and Mateta. And in the end, I had to rely on my defender. I feel like it's almost better to go double. I won't go double defense, but I feel like double Palace defense is actually the way at the moment.
Yeah, I reckon it is, isn't it? I mean, even though they're tired, they're still keeping clean sheets.
Yeah, just good at defending. They're really good at defending.
But they've got such a fixture pile up coming up. These clean sheets can't continue. I mean, we've been so lucky with all these Palace clean sheets we've been getting.
Let's move on to the last game, which was nice as a Newcastle fan, although for me, at least, not really much FPL-wise. Newcastle beating City 2-1. 2 goals from Barnes. Bruno Guimaraes with 2 assists. Ruben Dias goal for City, a Cherky assist. Bonus points for Barnes 3. Cherky and Bruno Guimaraes, I guess, is sharing 2, which will mean no 1 point, I guess. If there is, it will be Ruben, Diaz, and then defensive contributions. Chardlow, Linton, Tonali. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Fior, is it?
No, it's Chow, apparently. Chow.
Chow, like Chow. Chow Bella.
Yeah, what
CH sounds like CH.
All right, fair enough.
It's weird. Very weird.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't really know. I guess if you are Newcastle, which I don't, this would have been significant. But as someone who only had Haaland, and despite all the talk about people captaining other people apart from Haaland this week, his ownership's still 180%. So for me, there wasn't really much in this from an FPL wise, unless you owned Newcastle players. I mean, have you got Newcastle?
No, even if you captain Haaland. If you captained Haaland and you don't own Newcastle, I still think this was a good result.
Yeah.
For Haaland captainers. I think Haaland captain was a real risk-free play this week because even though he's blanked, if you own Saka and you own Fernandes, you're still going to get a green arrow because they're only on about 30% ownership, even with the captaincy, whereas Haaland was on 180%. So if you got it wrong, you get absolutely crucified not captaining Haaland. But me and Gary have both captained him, but we can't lose because our arrows are going to get greener if Saka scores. They're going to get greener if Fernandes scores. So, okay, D-Unit's going to catch us up a little bit, but overall, we're not going to suffer. We can't suffer now, can we? So even though Haaland blanked, as long as you own Saka and Fernandes, you're in a good spot. And Mateta's failed as a captain. A lot of people captain Mateta, I think. So there's not too much to worry about.
What did he look like, Haaland, Darius? Because I was watching a film actually by a BBC Sport and they were saying he fucked up a few chances.
He should have scored. He should have scored. In the first half, he almost racked up, I think, 1 XG in this game. In the first half, he definitely should have scored, hands down.
Yeah, it wasn't in the Mateta class who should have scored, was it? But for Haaland,
it was
Haaland
close.
you expect him to score.
Yeah, that's what it came down to. I was like, I think that. Hold on, let me just double check. Where is it? Here we go. Points. Haaland.
He fades away in the second half always. He did nothing in the second half, did he?
Yeah, 0.98 XG Haaland had. So he almost had 1 XG. At the first half, I was sitting there, I saw it, and I was like, oh, he's going to score. Like it looked like he was going to score, and he didn't. He just missed. And then I got a bit cocky, and I thought this might be the day where we roll into Monday night. We've got Bruno Fernandes captain to come. If that bloke shows up and delivers a 17-pointer, I'm going to claw back almost half the points, maybe even more, on the Haaland captain as the last 4 weeks in one hit.
I think your maths might be a little bit off there, mate. I think you've lost more than 17 points over the last 6 weeks. But, yeah.
Well, no, because I beat him 2 weeks ago. I picked Bruno over Haaland.
Yeah, Bruno got 2 points more.
Gabriel lost by 1, and then Gabriel lost by 3. So it's not a massive amount of points. That's 1 point over the last 3 weeks he's beaten me by. So if Bruno goes big, I'm almost even.
In the last 3 weeks, but you've got to also count in the 3 weeks before that you captain Foden over
five. Yeah. So I feel like if Bruno gets 17, I'm very close because Haaland obviously got 16 versus 1 and 9 versus 3. So that's 21 points. So Bruno Bruno would need to get 24 points. He'd need to get a hat-trick in order to match him. But if he gets 17, it's not going to be far off.
Lads, anything you want to highlight from Newcastle from an FPL perspective? Trig, anything we learned here?
Voltemada probably should have had a hat-trick. He had so many chances, but apparently he's a bit like that. He's a bit like Mateta in that respect. He needs lots of chances to get a goal. But he did look very good, though. Chow got defensive contributions. When I put my team into Solio earlier, it wanted me to bring Chow in for some reason. So I don't know if he's 100% nailed or not once Burns back in. He was quite good. He kept Haaland pretty quiet in that second half.
I'm looking at maybe him as my Richards replacement when I was looking last night. I'm not sure. You mean that's what Review was telling you to do? Review didn't know what to do because because I need a certain specific combination of a player to play when Anderson's got crap fixtures, and it's quite difficult to cover. You know what I mean? But Barnes. We can't really consider him, can we? No. Too much of a rotation risk.
My chat want Nightmare to take a hit for Barnes because obviously he's scored a brace for Newcastle. He's like the next talisman for Newcastle. Sell Voltemada in a hit for Barnes because Barnes is going to pop now.
Shout out Double Pivot those in the chat. Not sure that's Shane.
He does this every season, doesn't he? He'll have a couple of games like this where he's like really, really good, and then he'll be rubbish again.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to look at our teams. So we're all. I mean, the only person who's really well out this week. Well, it's not well out. It's about 12 points clear of us is Roberto. But other than that, we're all pretty similar. Dax, we'll look at your team first, mate, as I'm afraid you are bottom of the pile out of the three of us on. So you're on 34 with a -4 hit, so 30 overall. 5.2 million rank. You got Petrovic, Senesi, Chalobah, Manas, Star, Rice, Fernandez, captain, and then Burmo still to play, and then Thiago, Haaland, and Mateta, mate. So you fairly. I mean. You've not got a bad game week rank of 2.5 million now.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident it's going to be a pretty big game, green arrow. I'm pretty confident Man United punish Everton on Monday night. So, yeah, I'm just rolling till then. And I think that if Arsenal-Tottenham goes away that I predicted on the late mail, it's going to be a big green arrow. We're going to be inside the top 4 mil quite comfortably.
Yeah, a lot is...
You don't have Saka, though, do you? Saka could hurt you.
I don't think that he does very much, Trig. That's the problem. I don't rate Saka as a pick.
A lot of people have captained him. He could actually hurt you. At least me and Gary have got him, so we're covered from Saka. But you're not.
If Rice bangs and Saka doesn't, we'll be here.
I mean,
yeah, true.
To be fair, Trig, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Rice could punish us. But
Rice is averaging more points per game than Saka this year. If there's anyone that's going to bang, it's probably Rice more than Saka. He takes 75% of set pieces. Unless Saka gets a penalty or scores a goal himself, which is probably pretty remote because I feel like Tottenham are better down the left than they are the right. Yeah.
So, is it too early to talk about plans for next week? Do you have any vague ones in your head, Darius?
Sorry, say it again.
Any vague plans for what you might do next week? I know obviously we've got ages away. But...
like transfer plans? Yeah, take another hit.
For who?
So I said before, the reason why I took the hit this week was to get Thiago and Van den Berg for Burnley at home next week. And my team looked pretty good on paper, so I was like, I probably can absorb a -4 this week. And it looks at the moment that I'm correct, especially now that Haaland's blanked. It's looking pretty good that unless Fernandez misses a penalty or gets his ass sent off, I reckon we're probably covering Haaland pretty easily. So then it was like, I bring in double City, and this is the risky bit, selling Semenyo for a Phil Foden, selling a Chalobah, who's literally gone back to back to back clean sheets. That does feel a bit risky, but selling him for like Mateus Nunes with the fixtures Man City got coming up, like no one's going to be doing it. But if it comes in, I'm going to make up bulk rank. If it doesn't, then I'm probably just sitting where I'm at the moment. So yeah, I feel like it's a gamble I'm happy to take.
Okay. So we'll have a look at, well, me and Trig, we're actually completely evens, mate. We're on as even 36. We'll have a look at yours first. So you've got, so you're on 390k, 2 million game rank. Pretty much. Sanchez 6, Senesi 3, Lacroix 3, Virgil 3. 4 still to play. Cunha, Ndai, Saka, and Fernandez. Star 3, Haaland captain 4, Thiago 4. So yeah, you're sitting pretty here, Trig, with 4 still to play. All could get returns.
It's only really Bumo that can hurt me, I think. Bumo and Timber could do me damage. And apart from that, it's maybe Rice a little bit. But yeah, should be hopeful of a green arrow here. But you never know.
What was a few people mentioning it in the chat, and you mentioned it before we started about this Cunha injury thing.
Yeah. There was a report like in a local paper somewhere apologising because Cunha wasn't turning up to turn their Christmas lights on. And but somebody said he's got a head injury, so maybe there's been a bit more news. Apparently it was a head injury, so hopefully it's not a concussion. So if it is, they have to take a whole week off, don't they?
So 5 days. Should be back for next game week.
Nah, it's more than 5 days, Gary. It's like in Australia, it's like 12 days concussion protocols. So I'd imagine it'd be pretty similar.
Did miss 2 games.
Does anyone in the chat know some more details? Because
let us know if you know.
Let us know. Because I thought that just sounded like an excuse. He didn't want to go and turn the Christmas lights on. But if he has actually got a head injury...
Isn't it a bit early for turning Christmas lights on as well? We're not even in the end of November yet. I
mean, it could have been a cut to his head, couldn't it? Some prick saying he's not going to play. Does that guy actually know, though? I'm sick of people... Like everyone's saying that Semenyo was going to play. Didn't everybody?
Trig told me that Cunha's not playing. Trig told me Cunha's not playing, and now he's saying that he's blaming the chat for it.
Semenyo, all the content creators going, oh yeah, Semenyo, he's fine. He'll play. Like no one knows shit. Do you know what I mean? They just make it up as they go along.
I agree.
You've got all these Twitter physios that haven't even examined the player will say, oh no, he's going to be fine, mate. You know, I'm a physio. They don't know bollocks. If they're a physio, they know that the first thing you have to do is actually examine somebody to make a diagnosis, not fucking sit there in your living room saying who's going to play and who isn't. Jesus Christ.
To be fair, if he was out with a cold, or whatever you said it was, we wouldn't have known that anyway, would we?
Hang on, let's have a look. Not allowed to turn on the lights for medical reasons, announcer citing a head injury. Yes, it could be a cut, couldn't it?
Who's your first sub?
Rodon.
Oh.
Okay.
You know all the results in advance, Darius. What's the score of that game going to be?
I've been all right. Actually, today I called Newcastle 2-1 against Man City. I called Liverpool to lose. I called there's a few results. I've actually got 3 results, the correct score this week. That's never happened. 3 games have got the exact score correct.
Never happened again.
Which is insane. Probably not. But like, I don't know. I feel like Villa beat Leeds tomorrow. So if Cunha doesn't play, that's not good. I also don't think Ndai does anything against United anyway, because I feel like they won't play Dallo on the left. Surely they won't play Dallo on the left, and then Ndai does nothing.
I've just noticed the little thing there. Gabriel hitting away on your bench there. How comes you decided not to get rid of him? Would have been a hit.
Yeah, it would have been a hit. No rush. I went, got Cunha in instead for Reinders. But, of course, Cunha's now immediately... Why couldn't the little prick hit his head yesterday before I brought him in? He has to wait. He has to wait until the last possible moment. Look, someone's given you some money, Gary. I want half of that.
Super chat. Thank you, Sean goes his own. Big up D-Unit telling me not to go where.
Don't give him any super chats because he doesn't fucking share it with the rest of us.
You went to the wrong channel, Sean. Should have come to my channel and given me the super chat.
Let me read out his super chat. Big up D-Unit telling me not to go anywhere in Liverpool and going against Haaland. 19th on your league will be coming for number 1, Bruno, Cap and Saka incoming. Any thoughts on that, Darius?
I mean, he super chatted the wrong channel, but good on him. No, I know Sean. Sean's in the WhatsApp group chat, so Gary's going to send me that money. No, he's not. Probably not because he's a selfish bastard. But well done to Sean. I told you. Actually, it was really funny. So we run a poll on the Liverpool versus sorry, not the Liverpool game, the Newcastle versus Man City game, and over 60% of the chat had not captained Haaland. So obviously, the D-Unit cult is actually listening and not captaining Haaland like the sheep that includes Nick Trig and Gary Review, from my knowledge.
Nightmares.
They've gone silent, boys. They've gone silent. They've got nothing to say. They know that they are a bunch of shit going.
All right, let's move on to have a look at my team. So I'm on identical points to Trig. Petrovic 1, Anderson 10, Timber still to play, Senesi 3, Richard 6, Fernandez. Actually, Trig, let me go. Actually, I'll do that in a minute. I might as well continue. Fernandez still to play, Minter 11, and Burmo still to play, Saka still to play, Mateta 1, Haaland captain 4. Yeah, I think I'm on a grey arrow, maybe. I can check on live. I can check on live rank. No, I'm on a green arrow by.
Shows you how green you are. 5 points.
Yeah. Why doesn't it show it on here? Because it shows down arrows, doesn't it? But it doesn't show.
I was on a green arrow by 9 earlier, and just Semenyo, Sanchez losing his bonus, and Thiago missing his penalty.
See, I'm happy enough. Like as I said earlier, it felt like the end of the world earlier when Enzo, who I sold, got 11, and then Petrovic and Senesi clean sheet wipeout. But sort of Anderson and Minter have sort of brought me back in. It will give me a green arrow. Rich is coming on the Semenyo, so yeah, I'm pretty happy. And
why is Mateta on 1 point?
Did he get booked?
Did he come off? Was it before the 60 he came off?
Possibly. You know, Darius?
What?
Hang on, I'll go and have a look.
We're wondering why Mateta only got 1.
Oh, yeah, Mateta, this was so frustrating as a Mateta owner. So I was watching the game, and Mateta came off on 59-57. Like, he literally came off. If he walked and just did a little bit of a pause, he would have got an extra point. Like, that's how close it was. It was super close.
Mm. That's going to frustrate people, I think. It's only a little thing, but it makes a difference, doesn't it? When you consider their fixture congestion.
Yeah.
I reckon he's going to be heavily sold this week for Thiago. Especially when Thiago have got Wolves next week. Is it Wolves they got? Or Burnley?
Burnley, I think.
Yeah, he's going to be heavily sold.
Yeah. So I'll come and ask come back to your team and ask your transfers. My plan was to get rid of Richards in 14 and roll next week. But if he's out, probably go a week early. But I just don't really know who to go to because I can't. I'd love to just go to Lacroix, but I don't think I can afford it. So, but he's my issue.
Looking at your team, I think you need someone fairly solid.
Yeah.
Because you've got a lot of scrubs in there, haven't you, really? So you're going to need someone decent. Like, you could get Van der Berg, but then again, he's not going to fit your rotation. Because
I
Anderson,
last night,
he's got a load of crap fixtures coming up.
There's just no one where... Sorry, Trig.
Yeah, you need someone solid.
Yeah, I just couldn't find someone who fits in for the weeks that that I need a third defender. So I'm gonna have to just keep looking. I think Cal looked at Delic, who you mentioned, Trig, and they all
Delic.
But
no, he's a good one.
But there's all of them. There's 1 week that it doesn't work out. You know what I mean? So I think I'm just gonna have to get in someone. Trig, let's go back to your team. Have you got any early thoughts on your transfers, mate?
Well, Gabriel, I'm hoping he's not dropping tonight because he's going to cost me money if he is, because I don't really want to make a transfer tonight. But I was looking at Van der Berg for Brentford because he fits my rotation really well. So obviously I'm going to play Virgil every week. And who else am I going to play?
Jerry's looking happy.
So Nestle, I'm going to play every week in the next few weeks, but he's not looking that great. But they have got decent fixtures, and Lequoir's going to play most of them. So, but I'm having a rethink. I'm looking around. I'm thinking about going for Delict a week early because I was going to get him in 14
for Gabriel,
but maybe I should just get Delict for Gabriel. I don't know who United have got next week. I think they've got a bit of a tricky fixture next week, haven't they?
You get the fixtures down there?
Not on the live.
Oh, they've got Crystal Palace next week. Crystal Palace away, I think.
Oh, that's not that bad. That's not that bad. I might get Delict in a week early.
We might be making the same transfer. Well, different players, but we might be
against Palace. Person. Palace have got Europe this week, I think, haven't they? So United would be a lot fresher.
Yeah. Remember, quick.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be going a United defender. I'm a United fan. I would not be investing in a Manchester United defender or even the goalkeeper. They are not. I don't think we're going to keep many clean sheets. We just seem to switch off. When Casemiro goes off the field, we get run through a midfield until they actually buy a midfielder. United will concede more often than not 1 goal a game when Casemiro goes off the field. That's my thoughts on United defence.
Most teams are like that, though, aren't they? There's not that many clean sheets around. They've got a couple of really nice fixtures coming up. I mean, Van der Berg, you're going on about, I think Brentford have kept 1 clean sheet in 29 matches or something, haven't they?
Same as Virgil van Dijk, I believe.
Yeah, exactly. So it's quite difficult to find, unless you go Saliba or somebody. And they've got Chelsea next week. So
I laughed, Trig, didn't I, when you first floated the idea of Delict. I think it was last Saturday. But then when you actually go through and look at the options of that money, there really isn't that many people.
No, I know, exactly. It's pretty poor, isn't it? Pretty poor, really. I mean, even Murillo, you look at Forest fixtures aren't really very good. I mean, you could go for someone like Murillo, I guess, and hope that today's win is a sign of that the old Forest are back. But, the fixtures aren't great. Although I guess keeping a clean sheet at Anfield is a pretty good sign, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because like D-Unit said, I don't think United would have kept a clean sheet at Anfield.
Shall we have a quick look at our PubCast team community, whatever you want to call them, members, teams? We'll have a look at Nightmare. So Nightmare did go through.
What's Nightmare doing? He's only got 28.
Yeah, he's got 32 minus 4. So he's got Pub 3, Minoz 14, Timber still to play, Senesi 3, Ukulele, who I think was one of his transfers, on 4.
Oh, he's doing well, actually.
He's not doing badly. And Burmo and Fernandez captain still to play. Rice still to play. Thiago for Watermarde. 2, Haaland 2. Can you remember? I know Ukulele was one of his. Who was his other player he took a hit for? If you know?
Oh, Thiago.
Oh, Thiago was it? Okay.
He took Gui out and got Thiago.
Oh, that was it, because he was on about having 3 bench players, wasn't he? Yeah, he's doing all right, isn't he? Doing all right. Trig, any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, he's got good players left. They're the same players Darius has got, I think, aren't they? Well, Timber as well. But he doesn't have Saka, who's the one who's going to cause them all a lot of pain tomorrow, hopefully.
We hope. Yeah, we got to hope that Saka.
I guess we don't care, do we, too much? We don't care too much because quite a few people have captained him. So me and Gary are in the don't care kind of position this week, I think.
I think it'd be very difficult for me or you to get not get a green arrow at this point, Trig. Yeah. Let's have a quick.
Yeah, a bit better for you because you've got Timber. Mind you, whether they'll keep a clean sheet against Tottenham, I don't know.
Let's have a look at Roberto. He's doing the best out of us this week. He's on 48. And lads, he is actually supposed to be the ghost. Roberto.
He's doing the worst of us. He's doing the worst of us.
Well, yeah. Well, I guess he'd be taking.
He's only got Rice left.
One player left.
He's in for us. He better go and hide tomorrow.
Well, tonight he's doing the best of us. So he's up to 600,000. I was about to say, the ghost is supposed to be joining us this week, Trig, on Wednesday. For an appearance. The Pope 3, Senesi 3, Gavardio 1, Lacroix 13, Rice still to play, Minter 11, Gapco 2, Neto 8. And he didn't bench him this time. Voltemade 2.
Who did he bench?
Mateta 1.
Who's
Haaland.
come on for Semenyo for him?
Voltemade.
Oh, did he?
And he's not got much on the bench at all, was he? He's got Goodmanson, basically, is his bench. Yeah, so you reckon he'll end up... He could end up being bottom of the ball. We haven't looked at Kanji's team yet. But
I reckon he could end up being bottom. Yeah, you're right. I mean, he's only 12 ahead of us, and we've got 3 extra players.
Saka and Fernandes would have to do pretty badly, wouldn't they? I think in our little PubCast host mini league, it's going to come down to Rice versus Saka, isn't it, Trig?
I think Bumo can give me a red arrow, probably.
Yeah, but then you've got Cunha. But I guess it depends if Cunha turns up. Let's have a look at Kanji's team. Kanji. What
did those pricks in the audience have to say about did they know about Cunha? They didn't really know, did they?
I don't know, Trig. I'm trying not to click on the chat because in case the bloody stream shuts down.
They had about as much clue about Cunha as the content creators did about Semenyo.
Yeah.
None.
So Kanji's team who's second. It's very tight between me, Kanji, and Trig at the top. There's only, of our mini league, only 5 points between us. He's got Reyes still to play, Richard 6, Virgil 3, Senesi 3, Anderson. Sensible move there. Young Kanji with 10. Ndiaye, Fernandes still to play. Sabozlai, who really is not looking great, is he, with 2. Saka still to play. Thiago and for Haaland, captain 4. Yeah, he's doing... He should end up on a green now, do you reckon, Darius?
What's his score at the moment?
He's on... Well, he took a -4, so I guess he's on 28, actually. So he's actually bottom of the pile out of the 4 of us so far.
I think if you've got your captain left, you're going to get a green arrow, aren't you?
He doesn't, though.
He doesn't.
Captain's already played.
Ah.
So,
he's relying heavily on Arsenal tomorrow. If Arsenal don't do well against Spurs, he's probably cooked.
Yeah, I was saying, Darius, while you were away there, that Saka versus Rice is probably what our little mini league's going to come down to this week in terms of who does the best. I think he's doing. I think he's doing all right. I think he's doing all right. He's 350,000.
Is that right? What Blue Mind's saying there, or is he just trying to wind me up?
What's he saying, Trig?
Saying that Andy transferred out Semenyo for Cunha in the last minute before the deadline.
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it.
Did he?
He did. He had intel on Instagram, apparently a direct message that apparently Semenyo was meant to be starting, and he shared it after his deadline stream. I don't know why anyone follows him. He's a shit content creator.
What do you mean?
Did he do that, really?
Yeah, he did. He's done that. He's got multiple times of history with getting information. He doesn't share it, then he shares it after the deadline. And he's an idiot.
What?
He waits until it's too late for people to change their team.
What Trig said.
No, he got a message that Semenyo's starting and then sold it.
Not starting.
Do you mean not starting, Darius?
I'm not sure. All I know is that apparently he had info about Semenyo. He got messaged it, and that's all I'll say. And like, it's not
the funny thing is, he's transferred out Semenyo, who will probably be fine next week, and he's brought in Cunha, who's injured. So I'm quite pleased now that Cunha is injured after hearing that.
That's what I said. I was like, I hope he gets himself sent off just to teach the idiot a lesson.
I can't stand all these team leaks and everything. I love it when it goes wrong for them, when they, like the City lineup next week, hopefully there'll be some leak and they'll all get the player in and then they'll get sent off or something, because it's the only reason they're free hitting next week is because they're waiting for that City lineup.
It's 3 p.m. kickoff. So, Trig,
yeah, they've got that contact for City that they've all got as well. So they always get the City team.
Okay.
I don't know. Right.
Well, let's have a look, Trig. Right. So I think this will back up. I mean, obviously, this is my view on live rank, but the players that are still to play, and we'll look at players, you know, who are highly owned. So you've got, these are players that I own that could hurt people who don't own them. Still to play. Timber on about, I'm just going to sum up, 37% ownership. Fernandez about 17%. And Burma, which is why you're saying, Trig, it could hurt you, let's say 55%. Saka, 38%. But for me, personally, in terms of what review brings up, there's Raya on 37%. He's the only person, really, that can hurt me. And Timber's got Timber would cover him anyway. So, yeah, I think a lot of it's going to come down to Rice versus, well, what Arsenal assets you have and how they do individually. And then Monday night with Manchester United. You reckon that's right, lads, for who's going to get a green arrow?
Yeah. Who knows, really? Who knows? Right, what are we talking about now? So we've had...
we could do a bit of a Q&A if you want, Trig.
We'll have a Q&A because we've got 200 there almost, so we should get some good questions.
Okay, I'm going to get your questions in now.
Let's have some good questions, people.
Questions in now.
If anyone knows a good defender to buy next week, let's hear it, because I'm struggling to find one.
Right, I am going to go...
Almost doubled up on Liverpool defence. That would have been a nightmare, wouldn't it?
I'm going to go and powder my nose as we'll let the jokes run in. I might see if I can find some talcum powder and come back, actually, like with it. You all right to hold the stream for a minute, lads?
Yeah, we're all good. Right, people, get your questions in. Now that prick Gary's gone, we can have a bit of fun. Right, what's going on here? Let's
exactly. Trig, I've got to say, this is not the first time that Andy's got information like this and does not share it with his audience. Like, he's got a track record of just not sharing shit when you get shared it.
Mind you, I don't like it when they share it either, to be fair.
I agree. I just think that they should just not do it. But, like, I just wouldn't share it. If you got sent that, if you're either you share it straight off the bat or you just don't say anything about it. Like, he looks like a shit bloke when he does it.
But even moving the deadline wouldn't have made any difference if they moved it to the first kickoff, because Bournemouth wasn't even the first kickoff, was it?
No, it wasn't. No.
Right, João Pedro out for Thiago. Yep, I reckon you do that move. João Pedro, really, I mean, he got lucky those 2 games when most of us sold him, didn't he? But Chelsea's fixtures aren't so good now. They've got Delap starting up front. I think you do. I think you do João Pedro to Thiago. I think that's a good move, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, like, Thiago's going to start every single week. Like, why would you not just... why would you not own him? Why would you not own him?
I mean, João Pedro's not even on penalties, is he? I mean, he did well for me at the start of the season, but he's gone right off the boil. Someone's asking for the best Semenyo replacement. It's difficult, isn't it? Because I was looking at Gakpo, Szoboszlai, and Cunha. Cunha could be injured. Szoboszlai's absolutely hopeless, and so is Gakpo. So, who is the best replacement for Semenyo?
I tell you what, if Phil Foden had scored in the first half like he should have today, it would have been Phil Foden hands down. Like he should have scored. He should have scored in that first half. Like,
he's not doing it though, is he? Points wise,
he's dodging points. Dodging points.
So who is there? Can't rely on a Chelsea midfielder. Going through the teams that are on the list there, I can't really. As Minter, I suppose. What about Sade? Is he? No, they got not great fixtures, have they?
Sade next week looks really good. He's got Burnley at home next week.
Yeah, next week he's good. But then he's got 2 crappy ones, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, do you just go to Bumo and even though it's only for like 3 games?
I feel like Mbumo stays to the end of game week 17. I feel like Man United will probably negotiate so he doesn't leave till then. Like they did the same with Andre Onana 2 years ago when like the last AFCON was on. I'd be shocked if Mbumo left before the end of before the end of game week 17. So
I mean, those fixtures in 14 and 15 are so good.
They are.
That spending 4 points to take him out is nothing, is it, compared to what he could do in those 2 weeks?
No, I would.
So I reckon if you've got the money, you just go Bumo, I think, or wait and hear for. I mean, Cunha could start on Monday, couldn't he? It's not like they're playing tomorrow.
Yeah,
unless it's concussion.
I can't believe he's got concussion though. Like, how's he got concussion? Like, what's he done? Like, had a ball kicked into him from like a meter out at training? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, but didn't say it was concussion though, did they? I mean, it could just be a cut or something.
Yeah,
it could just be an excuse so he didn't have to go and turn the lights on.
Wouldn't blame him. Wouldn't blame him to be fair.
You know, it's this lads bread flour, and the joke was powdering my nose, but the bread flour almost made me choke to death. Anyway, very juvenile, I know. Sorry.
It's worse than Andy North's jokes on the black box.
at least I'm not mentioning any particular body parts. Where are we up to, lads, on the old thingy bob?
We had a couple of good questions about best Semenyo replacement, and we were having trouble thinking of one really, apart from Bumo.
Okay. I've got a line of bread powder now if I want to snort that later. I don't know. Minter?
That's what we said. Apart from him, there's
not many, is there?
Well, not many, no. I mean, there's Man City, but I mean, I've only just got rid of Reinders because you can't trust their minutes, can you?
No, you could go up to Burmo, but would you do that now when he's only got
Fernandez, if you haven't got him.
Fernandez, yeah. It's difficult to think of any others. I wouldn't go for City.
Can't really go for Rodgers. I mean, Villa have got a couple of good fixtures, but you can't really go there.
Shall I get the fixtures up, Trig, while you...
I went to 3-5-2, but now I've got 3-5-2. I'm finding there's not actually that many midfielders. I mean, you could just go for someone like Anderson of Blooming Forest, couldn't you, the way it's going? Probably just going to get as many points as any of the Liverpool midfielders are at the moment.
So that's for
Do you think there's going to be a reaction, though, to this game that Liverpool have had at Forest? Do you think there's going to be a massive reaction next week for a West Ham game?
It could be true, but who would you get anyway? Like, Gakpo?
Yeah, and Slot might be pissed off with a few of them. Do you know what I mean? So you're not going to better guarantee who's going to play, are you?
No. How long Furt's out for? He's only out for a week or two, isn't he?
Yeah, Wirtz might be back. Wirtz hadn't picked up that little injury. I reckon I might have brought him in, you know.
Yeah.
Because with Szoboszlai playing at the back, there's space there for Wirtz to play in midfield over the next 3, 4, 5 games. And they were so awful without him, weren't they? So awful without Wirtz that they can't blame Wirtz this time. So I think Wirtz isn't actually a terrible pick. I think if I was on a free hit, I'd take a risk on someone like that. I know it sounds stupid, but they have got pretty good fixtures.
Red powder tastes quite nice. That's the particularly nice up my nose. See what else we got there. They're all commenting on my bread powder. We've seen this on IDK Max. What is your thoughts on free hit 13 draft? Donnarumma, Ukulele, Collins, Guehi, Keane, Konza, Bosley and Burmo, Gibbs White, Foden, Sade, Haaland, Welbeck, Thiago. I mean, it sounds like one of the reasons I'm not going to free hit is I got FPL Review to do me a free hit draft, and it looked crap. It looked crap, and I was
same with me on Solio, and it predicts it gets you like an extra 3 or 4 points, doesn't it?
Same. Mine was 6 points, and I was like,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think people overdo how much you should get from a free hit. I think 10, 15 points. But not 3 points, not 6 points.
I mean, look at what's his face, who was on our stream at Kanji. He played his free hit the other day. He got less than his old team, didn't he?
That's what he said, yeah.
So this is it. I mean, our teams are looking good. So by changing them, you're asking for trouble, I think, aren't you? Because a lot of the players are heavily owned. Like if you free hitted, you wouldn't have Saka next week, would you? And Chelsea's defence isn't that good. And Arsenal are going to be up for that game. So I wouldn't be surprised if Saka does well next week against Chelsea.
The other thing, I know this may only apply to me because I had 4 free transfers. I've now got, 3 next week. But you want to use them up before game week 16. And if you free hit before 16, that's an opportunity to improve your actual team. You're wasting. So when me and Trig were texting last night, I said I think I'm going to hold out probably to 18 or 19. When's your thoughts, Trig? When are you and Darren?
Either 16 or 19, I think. Because you never know. There could be weather postponements. You never know. So the longer you hold it, it's like an insurance policy in case you get lots of injuries or whatever. There's a lot of good fixtures in 19 to play it on.
There is.
16 looks really good as well because you know how when you use it, you lose a transfer, don't you? So me playing it this week is really bad because I have to keep like Gabriel and I lose a transfer. But after 16, we've all got 5 transfers anyway. So it doesn't matter if you play your free hit. So, I reckon the longer the better. I really do.
Yeah, for me, Darius, it's just my team. I went through it all, and my team looks worse than 18 and 19, apart from 13. But
I mean, I've got Thiago in that already. I've been consciously picking players that will help me in 13 without using a free hit. But like people that haven't got Thiago in that, they're going to be more looking at a free hit, I guess, aren't they?
Yeah, and I think 19 deadline is like the 30th of January, or 30th of December. 18 is like in the middle of the week somewhere. 17 around Christmas. So there could be a lot of random stuff happening there could be there as well.
There could be some real good opportunities. Even if Haaland were to pick up a little injury or something, you'd be able to use your free hit. And I can't see the worth of playing it. I know all the content creators are pushing this week, aren't they? They all want everyone to do it when they do it so they can get the views and everything. But
they all triple captain this week.
Personally, I don't.
Change their mind.
Eh?
I reckon they change their mind. I reckon the cartel are going to pivot to a Haaland triple captain this week.
They've all used a triple captain.
No, they haven't.
I'd be tempted if I had one home to Leeds.
Yeah, none of them have used it. Other than Andy, I'm pretty sure none of them have used it.
Really? I'm surprised they didn't use it when me and Trig used it against. Was it Trig?
They wildcarded. They
We done
wildcarded.
really well, didn't we? How many points did we get? About 16 or
16,
something.
17,
Yeah, game week
something
6.
like that,
Yeah. You got 16 points, triple captain. They all wildcarded like I did, so they've definitely still got triple captain.
Have a look if there's any more questions. Do give us your questions. When are you thinking, Darius? For you?
Well, I've obviously sold Gabriel. The only Arsenal player now I've got is Rice. And to be honest, between like game week 14 and 15, we use those players for, there's a world where I even sell Rice. And I'll free hit in 16. Like I'm almost 100% set to hit 16.
Darius, can't really hear you, mate.
I reckon Paul John's made a good point, I think. 4-4-2 is the best formation. I think he might be right. It's quite hard finding 5 decent midfielders.
It is.
4-4-2. 4-4-2 is quite a cheap formation as well. You can it gives you loads of money.
Yeah.
Especially if you get that West Ham player. What's that West Ham player? Potts. Yeah, he's like 4.4 or something, isn't he? Doing really well.
4 point. Yeah. He's cheap.
He's getting cheap defensive contributions too, isn't he? Did he get some today?
I think it was close.
And how it keeps seeming to be going between like 5 at the back, 4 in midfield, 5 in midfield. I think at 4-4-2, so you strike that balance where you're not going to have to go backwards and forwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've always been playing 3 at the back though, even though I've got more. I'm still seem to be playing 3 at the back every week.
Well, Nightmare moved towards the 5 at the back, didn't he?
Yeah, but he never plays 5 at the back though.
I think Andy, Let's Talk FPL, I think he's been playing 5 at the back. A bit. I may be wrong on that. Certainly he's been playing 4 at the back.
Can I share
let's have some questions. They're not asking us any questions.
No. Let's have a quick look at our top volley. Go on, Darius.
I just want to share this really quickly.
Quickly.
Are you putting something?
Put that on, Gary.
Or he's putting something on, I think.
Click accept.
Oh, it's that bloody snail thing he's going to put up, isn't it?
No, it's not snail. It's better.
It's not letting me get out of the screen, Darius. So I don't know how I'm going to be able to do it without accidentally shutting down the thing.
We've got a lot of people waiting here. This could be exciting.
What? Just press accept.
No, I figured out. It's because I was clicking on the wrong thingy bob.
Is that it? Oh no, this isn't right.
You and your AI images.
I put a good looking cheek there, folks. You can see Haaland in the background. Haaland's like in the very. If you look really closely, folks, in the chat, if you look at the horizon, you'll see like a little Haaland head right at the top, right at the tip.
Where?
They could have had like thought bubbles coming out.
See it?
No, I think he's having this on, Trig. He's having this on. They could have had little thought bubbles like group think. Could have Gary review, Trigger Solio, and then like a group think bubble going up to Haaland captain. That's the prompts you need to put into AI, Darius, to get a proper sheep image.
It was very brave captaining Haaland this week when everyone else was going for Saka and Fernandes.
Yeah, I had a thought, lads, because they're not getting any questions in. Should we have a look at the world number 1?
Yeah. What, the actual number 1?
Yeah. Well,
Chat liked it.
We could look at the world number 1, or we could look at.
Yeah, let's have a look at the world number 1.
No, it's not letting me add that back to the stage. Oh, it's because I've got to remove it.
There might be a third sheet that needs to be added to the screen.
Who's that?
The world number 1.
Well, he won't be a sheep. No way your world number 1 being a sheep.
Would you see? Is it Focal? The guy that's still
rank, boys.
The guy that's made no transfers and no played no chips. He's still like 30th in the world or something.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's still doing really well.
Right, come on, now get this team up, Gary. You're on the...
I'm all doing well going overall. So world number 1 is, at least before it's not updated, Mike Tomlin. Give me timber. 58 points. Raya.
58 points.
Raya.
Oh, he's got Murillo. I mean, who's got Murillo?
Murillo? Yeah. And he's vice-captained him. Wait a minute. You can't say this isn't cheap, Darius. He's got Raya.
Is this a dead team? No, it's got Welbeck in it. It's got Damsgaard as well. What's going on here?
Let me just read it out for anyone listening. So on audio, Raya, Senesi, Munoz, Murillo, Fernandez, Rice, Bruno Guimaraes, Damsgaard, Mateta, Haaland, Welbeck, Bench, Sells, Gabriel, Gui, and Semenyo. Can we have a look at his?
He's got Sells.
Let's have a look at his transfer history.
It's got good team value. I guess you would have if you're in the league.
Look at that. He's made
3 transfers.
3 transfers. Last one in game week 9.
Who was that? Beto. Welbeck.
Roberto, Gui in for Guehi in for Braithwaite in game week 4. Senesi in for Aina.
Wow.
And let's have
It's
a look.
amazing, isn't it?
Well, it just shows how much messing around with our team does, Trig, doesn't it? Let's have a look at his.
Like, we couldn't wait to get rid of Murillo and Sells, could we?
He's used triple captain in game week 6, bench boost in game week 9. Doesn't look like he's touched his team since game week 9. I wonder if this bloke even knows he's world number 1.
Was that his last transfer, game week 9?
Game week 9, and his last hit, or his last kit was in game week 9. That is insane.
Has he been changing the order of his bench in the last couple of weeks? Have a look at his team last week. Click on his team last week. Where are you going? Go back to that screen you were on.
Where have I got to go to, mate?
The screen you were just on.
This one's it. His bench this week was... Captain was Mateta. So was Gabriel Guay.
Yeah, we'll go to the...
Yeah, he is. Because he played Gabriel last week. And he's changed his captain.
He's active.
That's very interesting, isn't it?
The thing is, you're not going to need to make transfers, if you're right that high up, because all your players will have been doing well.
No, but
Murillo hasn't been doing well, has he?
He's got Murillo. The one that surprised me even more, though, Trig, is Bruno Guimaraes. Damsgaard. Welbeck. Sells. That's pretty nuts. Certainly not template, Darius. Certainly not a sheep.
Yeah, I agree. I think that this is my point, Gary. Like, don't win FPL by being a sheep. You don't win FPL by bringing in Virgil van Dijk, who plays for a shit-ass Liverpool team and is getting 3 points a game as a 6 million defender. And what do we see from here? Do we see a Liverpool player in that team?
Quick.
The answer is no.
Captain Welbeck. You're going too quick.
I know. And I'm going back to game week 8, he captained Haaland. Game week 9, he captained Welbeck. So maybe your technique would actually work, Darius, if you got the right place.
I tell you what, that Guimaraes character has been getting a lot of points. He's probably better than Saboz's.
Got him in draft Trig.
Game week 10.
He's similar to Saboz's lie, isn't he?
Game week 10, Captain Rice. Game week 11, Captain Bruno. So maybe there is something in your technique, Darius. You just need to be better at picking captains, eh? That is crazy.
Just need to laugh.
Harry, let's not go too early. You guys have been a sheep. We've just seen it on stream, and you picked Haaland, who got 2 points. So talk to us on the podcast on Wednesday. And Bruno delivers a 20-point performance. I reckon there's going to be a few sheep chasing their tails and probably sniffing a few cows' asses, probably in the field looking for a few crops that are growing and looking a bit greeny.
We're going to get green arrows as well when Fernandez gets those points.
Oh, yeah, agree. But I'm going to get a bigger green arrow.
You need a bigger green arrow.
I know.
Apparently, I've been ignoring people's questions. I'll be honest with you, lads, guys.
Oh.
It's 200 watching, which is we're not used to this many, so
Yeah.
the chat is going very fast. Sandra is saying, how about Voldemort, Cunha, Casemiro, and Timber, etc.? Are these players good buys of upcoming fixtures? So we got, I think he's asking separately, Voldemort, Cunha, Casemiro, and Timber. Darius.
You better ask Darius about Casemiro.
Yeah, well, we've talked about Cunha, I think, enough, haven't we? But
Casemiro is actually a really interesting player. So he's got his DC contributions, I think, is actually better per 90 than bloody Caicedo. Like, he's stupidly high. I'm just going to quickly check now. But the problem is the minutes. Like with Casemiro, like he doesn't play like a lot of minutes. He's actually below Casemiro. He's below Caicedo. He's on 11.67 per 90. Like he barely plays 70 minutes, but when he's on the field, he's brilliant. Like he's almost a lock for DC contributions if he plays 70 minutes. He's got 5 attacking returns this season. So every other game he's getting either an assist or a goal. But when you look about it, you've got Bruno Fernandes and Mbeumo literally putting the ball in his head. And he just puts his head where people don't want to put their heads, and he scores goals. So he could do worse for 5.5. Would I be buying him? Probably not. Even as a Man United fan, I wouldn't be buying him. But if DC wasn't a thing, I would never even consider Casemiro. But because it is, he's an option. I think that's the best way of putting it.
What do you think of Voldemort, Trig?
He should have had a hat trick today. I think he's going to do well. He's a good player. I like him. He's seems to have a good personality in that. I reckon they've got themselves a really good player there. Really good. He's probably going to end up being better than Ekiteke, isn't he? I've put one there for you to share with everybody, Gary.
What's that about?
This one's not fun. This one's not funny though.
Was that an image?
It's just me boasting. It's just me boasting.
Oh,
yeah, it's just an image. I've just seen my ranking challenge.
Okay, what am I trying to do here? Remove that.
Watch your viewers drop.
Hey, look at that. 461 now in challenge. Absolute.
That's actually really good.
Captain Virgil van Dijk in challenge. Goat pick. Darius says he's no good. He got me 18 points in challenge today.
So 99? Is that correct? 99?
Yeah, 99. He would have had a lot more. It's a bit of a shocker. Are you on there as well?
Trigger does challenge.
What's your score this week, Trig?
50 something or other. Hang on. 59 so far.
How?
It's a good question.
Who have you got?
I've got Bassi.
No, 41, sorry. I've got Bassi for 15, Virgil for 18, Shalabar for 6.
All right, do we want to know what the D-Unit's got? I've beaten Trig, boys. How many players you got left to play, Trig?
2, Martinez and Rice.
I've got Martinez and DeLitt. I think DeLitt probably gets 90% accuracy. So I've got Virgil 9 points, Bruno Guimaraes 10 points. I went Haaland 2 points. Should have just picked what I thought originally. I've said he was going to blankety blank. I got Lacroix, captain, 11 points. Yeah, Triggy.
Did he only get 11? He got more than 11, didn't he?
Yeah, he's going to get 14, boy. About 13. He's going to get double 13. They haven't had the bonus yet.
As I close the poll, we've got
the goat beaten by the idiot.
Who brought in Virgil van Dijk this week? Yes, 47%. No, 53%. You expect it to be closer than that?
I can see why people got Virgil van Dijk in. I mean, it's a logical thing to do with Gabriel money. When he looked at the price, looked at the fixtures, it just looked like the obvious move, didn't it? You'd have to have thought that Liverpool were going to improve with those fixtures. I don't think anybody really expected them to be as bad as they were today. Darius Assay did, but most people wouldn't have done. I mean, look at the odds of a game. Look at the odds for the game.
They lost 5 of the last 6, Trig. They lost 5 of the last 6. They're crap. They're like playing David Moyes football when David Moyes took over Man United. That's the kind of crap Liverpool are dishing up week to week at the moment. And people thought that they just turned it around based on the fixtures. The people are wrong. The cartel is massively underestimating how crap Liverpool are.
It's starting to look that way, I must admit. Because you look at all those stats on Understat and that, and they were right at the bottom, weren't they? Like conceding loads of goals and stuff. But I didn't think they were going to be that bad. They were absolutely shocking today.
Just had an interesting comment from Red or Dead, who gives an F about FPL Challenge. So I'm going to put a poll. Who gives an F about FPL Challenge? You give an F about FPL Challenge?
People that play it, I guess.
Well, I had the FPL Challenge.
I'm enjoying it.
But remember, Trig, I had the FPL Challenge winner of last year on the channel.
Yeah, that's right. That was a nice little interview.
It was, but he hardly had anyone. The guy who won FPL got like 10,000. I'm making the numbers up. New followers on X. He got like 100.
Yeah.
Can't remember the last name.
No, people don't care. People don't seem to care about Challenge. I quite enjoy it.
I enjoy it as well. The problem with Challenge, as I said at the start of the year, Trig, the FPL just don't. They bring in the boring chips. So it's like 2 times the same shit all over, and yet they run Challenge all season long, and they just ignore it. And they don't bother bringing it into FPL.
They had all those good ideas last year, like this week. They had with the pass 90% pass completion and that. But will it be in the game next year that you get an extra 2 points if you do 90% pass? That would have been just as good as tackles, wouldn't it?
They had that in Sky Sports, didn't they? They used to have 90% pass completion.
So maybe that's one they're looking at now, because I reckon you look at that challenge and you think they're obviously using it to trial ideas, aren't they? What's this bloody Dick Chill going on about in the chat?
Are you legitimately a Chelsea fan, Trig?
He's been said it about 100 times. He's trying to get my attention.
That's Luke. That's Luke, Trig. That's my boy that made all the graphics.
Is it?
Yeah.
He is legitimately.
What did he make me again? You need to get those graphics on the screen, Darius, because I think people will agree mine's just not right.
Hold on. I think the chat will probably agree that Luke nailed you, I reckon.
He definitely nailed me, a snail with a beer and an e-cigarette.
I'll pull it up.
Yeah, when was the last time Liverpool conceded 3 goals at Anfield? It's unbelievable, isn't it? What's happened to them?
Yeah.
They've been bought.
Before the season started, everyone was saying the title was over, wasn't it? Like the league was over when they got Isaac. It's like, oh, we've won it. And it's like had the opposite effect.
Mm.
The one player they needed to get was the one that they didn't get, and that was that Palace defender. He would have done more for them than all the rest of those signings put together.
Here's a question for you, Trig, from Jim. What books have you written, Nick?
I've written a book about how to do well at FPL, I think.
When did you write it? You said it was quite a long time ago, didn't you?
About 2015. Sold a lot of copies, actually. It went to #1 in Amazon on the football list for a few weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Thousands of people bought it. There's only an ebook. But honestly, thousands, literally.
No, I was thinking the other day, I am actually going to buy...
A lot of crap.
I'm actually going to buy a Nightmares book and read it over Christmas. Not his FPL one, his Dancing with Disorder. You know, the one that's actually about his life and that.
Oh, yeah, I read a bit of that.
Yeah.
I thought it's best I don't know about his life, so I stopped reading it.
Yeah, there is sort of that part of it. Lads,
I'd rather he remains a mystery to me.
yeah. Lads, I reckon we should wrap up because we're not getting any more questions, and I need to go.
Oh, has Darius not got the our new graphics to put up?
I have. Gary's not sharing it. Gary is strategically not sharing it.
I can't see it on the screen. It's on full screen. You have to tell me when it's in the thing.
It's there. It's there.
All right. Okay, where is it? We've got so many things going on down in there. Remove this. This is Trigger, is it?
I mean, that's
what? That's nothing like me. Tell them, people.
Gary should run a poll. Is that an accurate representation of Trig or not in the chat? I reckon the chat would say 90% would agree.
All right, okay. All right, do you give a fuck about FPL Challenge? 79% no, 21% yes. That's actually not. I mean, it's not a direction. I was expecting it to be even more no's, though, to be honest. Is this an accurate? I mean, to be fair, Trig, it looks better than my one. At least you're not a snail. At least you're human. Is it an accurate?
Put the others up as well.
Okay, let us know in the chat in this poll. Is this an accurate representation of Trig? It sort of reminds. I don't know what it reminds me of actually. Why has he got a starfish? Trig hasn't got any hair. He should have a base. He should have a baseball cap on. Why has he got a starfish on his face? And why has he got a yellow belt? Yeah, I don't really get it. And also, Trig's not fat. So I don't personally. I don't think this is. Craig, tell me if I'm wrong.
I think you're right. 100%.
I mean, you do have an affinity with nature and animals.
The only thing that's got in common with me is it's grumpy.
And the shell slippers. You do have shell slippers, don't you?
No, I don't know. I wouldn't mind some, though.
They look quite comfortable, don't they? Look quite comfortable. It's based on SpongeBob. Yeah, I know. Luke, I know. We just have no idea who. I've never watched SpongeBob. I hear it's FPL Nightmare's favourite program, but lads, I think we should round up. This is just getting more and more insane. Trig, where can we find you, my friend?
Usual place, wherever that is. Where is it? Trig Talks FPL on YouTube.
And Darius, my crazy friend, where can we find you?
Just my name as it appears on the chat. If you want to join in some never-ending chat group, I've whacked a link in the stream as well. Everyone's welcome. But yeah, it's a mad chat. It doesn't sleep. There's people from all around the world in there. It's always going off.
Quite sense. How for your own channels? Because obviously we're going into crazy season now in terms of this is a normal week, but then crazy season in terms of content. How are you thinking about handling your content? Like Darius, you got 2 days between deadlines or 3 days. Like what are you going to be putting out there in that time?
I'm actually quite lucky. So Footium are going to be sponsoring the channel on the midweek deadline. So
just the manager game.
Yeah, so I'm going to just whack out a bunch of stuff. Actually, today it was really cool. So the deadline stream actually had the first half an hour was like my Footium game actually going on. Like I wasn't actually sponsored by them today. I was actually just playing the game, which was kind of cool. But so I'm going to be putting out a bunch of stuff. They're going to be sponsoring the live watch-alongs and that all that week as well. So that's going to be pretty cool. But we're going to watch all the games. So all the midweek games going to be live. We're going to do live watch-alongs for all of them.
Awesome. I might join you if you're up for it. Well, at least for one of them.
Sounds good.
How about yourself, Nick? What are you going to be doing?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. The only trouble is I work on Monday and Tuesdays, and I think it's going to be tricky just trying to find time for those midweek ones. The good news is I'm like at home for the deadline because the deadlines are like 7 in the morning or whatever for those midweek games, which is good for me. That's probably when I'll be playing my free hit in one of those midweek games, I think, when I can get some leaks for a change. Not like these pricks in the UK getting an unfair advantage. So, yeah.
Go on, mate, sorry.
So I'm looking forward to it. It's great. You know, the international break, you kind of struggle to find about stuff to talk about, don't you? But when you've got games every couple of days, it's going to be chaos.
Yeah.
And the good thing is as well, like, if you've got someone that's injured or what, there's not time for their prices to drop. You know what I mean? Because, like, the deadlines come thick and fast, don't they?
They do.
Yeah, I think next weekend. So we've got the podcast coming up this week with Meerkat, Roberto, the Ghost, and ourselves, Trig. Then we've got the lock-in next week. Then I'm thinking about doing a podcast, possibly as a solo stream, because I don't think that Trig can make it on the Monday. Then we've got Wednesday, we've got me, you, and Granville, Trig.
Oh, yeah. Do they know Granville's coming on?
Yeah, Granville, of course, legendary.
Do they know who Granville is? I wonder what percentage of people know who Granville is.
I bet you D-Unit doesn't know who Granville is.
Well, he probably doesn't, actually.
Yeah.
What's this picture he's got on now?
I don't know. I didn't realise I let him in. Who's that?
Hang on, who?
That's Timu Jesus. That's Timu Jesus.
Hey?
His
So,
mate
Tom,
who comes on his streams.
Yeah. Tom's going to be on the live watch along next weekend. He's actually in Cal, so he's going to be joining me live in this room, and he'll probably pass out during the watch along after too many beers, probably.
Lads, I reckon we can wrap up. We've been going for nearly 2 hours. Thank you for everyone for joining. Please, we'll be here at the same time next week, I think. Darius, can you make next week?
Yeah, I can make next week. Me and Tom might make it both, and then the chat will
be interesting. Trig, yourself, can you make next Saturday, mate?
Yeah, should be good.
Nice one.
Game week set. Oh, is that the next game week? There's no midweek.
Yeah, it's normal. Yeah. It's normal this game. Yeah, we can't do a lock-in for the game week in between. We'd be here all the bloody time. I like that one. I do like that one. So, Nightmares bottom left. Kanji's mid left. Trig at the bottom. Darius on the top left. And me on the middle there in the top. And Roberto is the ghost sailor. Is he a sailor, Darius? I've got no idea. Yeah, it's a fake. Oh no! I forgot to close the poll. How rude of me. The poll. Is this an accurate representation of Trig? 72% say yes, Trig, I'm afraid.
Oh, Mrs. Trig's not going to like this.
Thank everyone for watching. Please do like and subscribe if you're new around here. And please join us next Saturday or for the podcast on Wednesday. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers, people. Good luck for tomorrow.
See you, folks. Hopefully you get green arrows. Hopefully you